Welcome back. I'm going to continue the series about the book King Paimon, The Void and the Silence, The Lord of the Abyss. And this is a continuation from the other recordings I've made talking about the book. And in this one I'm going to talk about the element of fire, the magical element of fire in Paimon's work, and the representation or the power of Paimon, no? So in the text it comes quite often. As I've said, the book starts with him commanding, no? So the first image you get is him on the throne commanding, talking, and presenting himself who he is. And his way of being is very strong and powerful. So he says, don't run away from me. And then he says, bow to me, no? You bow your head to me. So he demands respect, no? The element of fire of King Paimon, no? Well, the fire from all elements is the hardest to control. And a magician who controls fire is a high-rank magician. The element of fire having the power to create and destroy. So to say, with the fire, he's able to create things and he's able to destroy things, no? And the other element of fire is transformation, shedding of what is not true, of anything that is not, almost like bringing things from the abyss towards the light, or deciding to leave things into the abyss forever, no? That one can decide to take as much as he wants with him on his journey as a seeker, as a traveler. It's almost like through the example of Paimon, how he lived his life as a traveler, as a king, no? It's an example for others, know how to live their life, or how to learn how to demand respect, no? And the element of fire is, of course, speaks about creation, no? It speaks about how old the deity is. And if we were to think about, let's say, the creation of the universe, or what was before the universe existed, we believe that there was a total darkness, the abyss, no? And that from that abyss, life came, and life grows in the abyss. And if we were to think, okay, then the abyss must have a king or a lord, no? Then it is Paimon. And there are others, let's call them dukes, or other, or angels, or deities, or other forces, no? That are part of the abyss. That doesn't make them evil, no, or it's not about that. It's about the forces and the power of creation of the abyss. And the element of fire, if we think about the abyss now, and then we think about a fire or a flame into the abyss, it does create light, no? It's like it's the hope. The fire is the hope in the abyss, no? Because the fire is a help. It's a helper. It's something that you know, it gives warmth. It gives almost to say the fire is a very attractive element. And it speaks about magnetism, no? Everything what Paimon represents is fire energy. And of course it's connected to the fire with the desert, the fact that he comes from this region, no, that's his past life, or past the region of him, no. And he's connected to the camel with the desert, or hotness of the desert, the sands, the burning sun of the desert, the orange, the yellow, the warmth, the golden, the mirage. Speaks a lot about the fire, about the magic of the fire. And in the story between him and his bride, I was speaking now I'm thinking about how things connect with each other without forcing nicely. And the story of them, I've said that they stay by a tent and around the fire, and they share wisdom with each other, so the fire is the companion, the fire is the magical element. It represents the magical element which you find in both, or about their love. It's the element of the passion, of the fire, of the desire, of the creation powers of them, and it speaks about love as well. So fire is passion, is love, is life, of course, and power to control fire. It means that you know how to not let it destroy you, how to not let fire destroy, because you control it. And if you think of a magician that makes tricks, or is really able to create magic through fire, it is a very difficult and beautiful act. I see it very nice. The other element of Paimon is as well connected with water, and the element of water is represented too by the camel in the story, and the connection with Paimon, the camel and Paimon, and when you travel through the desert, you want to reach water, so the water is the creation of life, the element that came and creation was possible, or life was possible, because we know without water, life is not possible on our planet, at least. And Paimon, as I've seen him in his chamber, on his throne, with his robe, in this dark music hall, of his throne. There was a lot of black glass mirrors all over, almost like he was sitting in this space which was black, almost like sitting in the void. So in the suspense, in the it's like in an eternal chamber, an eternal place, and his voice resonates through this chamber. It fills this chamber, and there is this wetness, there is this water sounds, there is this water element to Paimon, because the Paimon represents eternity, forever life, the eternal life, and eternal life is connected with water as well. And of course, the connection with the sands of time, the sands, the desert, there is the sort of acceptance of, when we think of the stars, we think of the sands. It's almost like the earth and the sky, the element of the life, the grounding on the earth, and then the space between, and then the sky and the stars, if you were to think about a desert landscape. And in this space the story happens, the magical element of the story, the love story between them happens in this environment. And it is a very simple environment, as I've said. King Paimon is king, so that means that he has richness, but the way he presents himself, the way he lived his life, was with comfort, but was not he was not greedy. It's impossible for him to have negative emotions like that, because he's very smart and he's very evolved soul. He sees himself as eternal, and he knows he is eternal, and he will go on through the story and have the bride, his bride, together with him on the throne, and they're going to have a ceremonial wedding. They're going to get married. And in the book you have the description of the marriage scenes, their vows, what they said to each other at the wedding, and it's very beautiful. It's written in verse. And then you have the anticipation of what comes next. There's a dialogue between him and the bride, and there's a lot of vows, a lot of affection, a lot of devotion, a lot of love, a lot of passion between them, and he reigns her as his bride, as his equal, as his partner, his love, his adoration, his respect and love that he carries for his bride. And then I saw the vision of both of them being on the throne, she on his left and him on her right, and they were having the ceremony of wedding, and they were reading their vows to each other. So this has been a new insight of the story, what happens next in the book, but I'm not going to reveal too much. As I've said, the joy and the beauty is in reading the verses, and entering in this world of theirs. And music is another big aspect of their connection, and of Paimon as well. Of course, she too is a musician, so she carries a song in her heart. She is a free soul, ancient soul, or a insightful soul, same as Paimon. Even if, of course, Paimon carries a heavier armor than her. And it's almost like a match made in heaven. They carry the same essence of soul between them. They carry the same. Their joy between them is essential. They both know that what they mean for each other. And it's very, very beautiful. It's very deep, romantic, eternal, forever type of love. So it's, I want to say, like, from that abyss, it can even represent the way he was feeling. Maybe before he was meeting her, he felt like being in the abyss, in the darkness, alone, And then once with the song, once with the element of love, the journey began, the life of theirs in happiness began, the true life began, because they say the happy life is true life. And they both knew that this was their destiny, this was their journey from the beginning on, and they welcomed this future of theirs with joy, excitement, happiness, and a lot of love and adoration and joy. I'm going to leave it here, this discussion. I'm going to find a way very soon to read from the book, because it is ready, and it has 550 pages, or almost 600. I'm almost ready with it, and I can send it through Yahoo Mail or any type of mail address, and I can send a manuscript there if you're interested to read it, or other books that I have. You can always check my Instagram. I have free pages there where I post all my art, my paintings, my drawings, my books, or any type of artwork, and the addresses are Anais .Giulia, art face drawings, and magic.art.anais. But I have written in the description too, in my account here on SoundCloud, and I'm going to read and continue the series about Paimon, the void and the silence, the great king of abyss, great King Paimon, and I'm going to definitely here open the rose, petal by petal, and almost like going a little bit deeper into the story, or at least further on into the waters now of this fire book, of this grimoire. It is a grimoire. It is almost like a hidden secret knowledge book. In the same time, it is a novel. It is a fictional story created on Paimon, King Paimon. And thank you for listening. Hear you next time. Bye.